And here I swim like a greased minnow. Best of the told you.
Muy buenas, soy Kaiji y seguimos con The Witcher 3 Hearts of Stone. Y bueno, estamos en la boda y espero no tener que hacer todos los puntitos eso que tengo en el mapa de jueguecitos, porque si no voy a gastar este vídeo en hacer gilipolleces. Pero claro, es que tampoco sé dónde está o por dónde sigue la misión principal. No sé, voy a intentar hacer un par y a ver qué pasa, tío, porque no quiero tirarme una hora haciendo jueguecitos. A ver, vamos a esta, a ver qué pasa. O a lo mejor me tengo que ir directamente hacia la casa.
Do you need help?
Shani, darling. Oh, you shan't believe what's happened. I'm marrying off my only daughter. Wanted a proper wedding for her, wild revelry. So I hired a true fire eater. You know, whoosh scope, sizzle sizzle.
Ooh, I've not seen that sort of trickery.
Horribly dear diversions of that sort. He journeyed here from Novigrad.
But I'll not squeeze coppers on my daughter, oh no. The groom's family have us for paupers, but we'll show them how wrong they are.
Seems we won't, in fact, for our fire swallowers has gone as last Yule's pudding.
Groom's hound chased him off. That blasted demon. Ugh, they sure named it right.
Calm yourself, Dumpling. Master Witcher's here now. Perhaps he can aid us.
Joder, lo encontraré. Venga, va, vamos.
You needn't worry. The Witcher, that is, I, will find this swallower of heated things.
Oh, mighty generous offer, but no one knows where to look.
Matters not. Witchers, that is, we have our ways. The Flame Gulper, what did he look like?
He wore a jester's cap. Typical sort. Ought to be enough to identify him.
I shall find him.
We thank you, and hope for the best.
Awfully nice of you to offer your help, but are you sure you're up to it? You're not actually a witcher, Vlad.
I wish to find this magician. Give it a go, all right? But you cannot help me. I must do it alone. I expect it will be great fun.
Fine. Don't have to do this, but if I were you, I'd find the dog's tracks, follow its trail. Just a thought.
Excellent advice. I'll take it.
Shani, Vladimir and I need to find the Fire Eater. If we're not back by midnight, then...
Relax. We'll be back in no time. I believe in you.
Tally-ho. Adventure awaits.
Vale. Participa en las actividades y usa tu sentido de brujo.
And I hope he finds
En fin, espero que sea el último jueguecito, tío, en serio.
The fire eater will prove us a decent family. A family that throws a proper wedding.
Vale, estas son las huellas, se supone, ¿no?
beasts. Track down the
La casa del perro, tío.
The hound tore its chain off the wall. Underfed, it seems, or else the ash liquor really boiled the mutt's blood.
Following some dog's trail? Not exactly how I
A
imagined.
ver dónde huevos se ha metido el
I
tragafuegos.
think I'll wait here.
Wonderful, my juicy pair. I shall continue my travails while you rest. Shan't be long now.
How goes the search?
Gorro de
Discoveries of
tragafuegos.
note as yet. A spark spitter's cap if ever I've seen one. As jesterly as they come. Chap must have lost it running from Demon. Two conclusions, then. Our magician is fat, and a coward.
¿Quién está gritando? Algo le pasa al tragafuegos, le ha pasado algo. Míralo.
Missing man.
Madre mía,
missing
asustado por el perrito. Dios santo de mi vida.
Am I seeing this right? That gammy puss ran up a tree to escape that puppy.
Guess so. You, Get down.
Oh no, no bloody chance. I value my life.
What do we do?
Sit.
Now that is power. If I'd had that, the Horsons never would have gutted me. Make it do some folly. Roll about on the ground. That sort of sport.
No.
Oh, could you be any more of a bore? I'll do it myself.
Roll over. Leave it alone.
Were I to command it to eat its own tail, it would do so, right?
Demon, doghouse now.
Now what have you done? Why ever? Ruin my fun.
Have it at the wedding. Climb down. Man-eating beast's gone, as you can see.
You sure it won't return?
Positive.
Better safe than sorry, I always say.
Geralt, this jester is drunk as a skunk. I hope he's not polished off that bottle yet.
I saved your life, man. Do you not at least owe me a sip?
Course. Bottoms up.
I say, cracking good mead. Now I understand why you wanted some private time with it.
Fine mead, true. But I was fleeing an hound. Hound? But it was a monster. A furry, faggy devil. They chose a fitting name for it.
Your cap, sir. Lost it running from that pup like a gutless coward.
Ah, my dearest cap. Always brought me good luck it has. I'll wear it for every performance.
You can forget about performing in your state.
And just what state would that be?
Look at yourself, man. You're a tramp, can barely stand, let alone perform.
First off, that's bollocks. Second, I'm a fire eater, not a stilt walker. Standing straight ain't a requirement.
Oh, you shan't pull the wool over my eyes. I know your type. Now, here's the plan. We shall head down this path till we arrive at the wedding. You'll have sobered by then.
But...
Silence. Do you know me, sir? When a nobleman speaks, you listen. You will stay close at my side. We will return to the wedding, where you will put on a show to make our honored guests soil their breeches from joy. Got it?
Yes.
Good. Then let's be off. Keep calm. Stay close.
I shan't say a step.
Escolta del tragafuegos. No me jodas que le va a pasar algo, tío. ¿En serio?
Bear.
¿Qué pasa? Venga, va. ¿En serio? ¿Un jabalí?
Hide, you blind fool. Tell me, are bears often boar-shaped in your experience?
Got weak eyes, see? Besides, I'm a fire eater, not some damn naturalist.
Indeed you are not, Master. Believe I failed to ask. What do they call you?
David Altonsborough.
Listen here, Master Hattonsborough. Stay close, and no harm will come to you. I'll see to it your drunken, fire-spitting gob gets to the wedding safe and sound.
Ah, venga, por favor. Vamos a dejarnos de tonterías, tío, y a seguir con la historia. Ah, ¿qué mierda es esta,
The
joder?
missing fire blower is missing no more. It was my doing, if I may say so myself.
And Demon? What's with him?
He failed to return.
No, he did. He's just acting mighty strange.
Seems to be in a muddle of sorts. Got as much life in him as a carrot.
Might have eaten some nightshade or whatnot.
Your attention, please. I invite all to witness a spectacle unrivaled. A man so bold as to eat fire!
We must watch the trickery. Never saw anything like it while alive.
¿Ya se le ha quitado la borrachera? Ya cojones, espabila. Uy, 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 Sunny. Qué ojitos le mira.
My kind of tune. Let's do some dancing.
In my experience, witches and dancing don't exactly mix.
Today they mix like fire and oil, my love. We'll dance the barn down. Faster, faster till we expire.
And now, a special treat for our special guests. The Witcher Geralt and his enchanting partner, Shani. Musicians, something lovely for the loving couple.
At last, music for a loving embrace. Come, Shani. It's time you discovered my romantic side.
Oh, you're rather good at this.
They say dance is a mere foretaste of more intimate interaction.
Who says this?
I do, for one.
I do wonder what you mean by intimate interaction.
Oh, it's a fascinating process. One you as a scholar and medic might find especially interesting. I'd gladly explain it in detail, but it's horribly loud in here. See the ladder? Leads to a loft. Surely there we'd not be disturbed while investigating the nature of intimate interaction. Seems the music and the evening draw to a close. Know how a true dancer thanks his lovely partner.
I'm not sure I do. What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
I have my mind, my heart for you.
We must agree. You can say whatever you please, but you shall keep your hands to yourself. Understood?
Don't be upset, my peach. I couldn't resist.
I'm not upset. Just next time, don't lunge at me like that.
I'd had a long fast, so to speak. Hunger overwhelmed me. But yes, next time I shall ask. Shawnee, may I kiss you?
You're incorrigible. Could I talk to Geralt for a moment?
What for? He'll have nothing of interest to say. The man's adrip.
Please.
Very well.
See how I've reeled her in? Now don't fuck this up.
Geralt, I'm curious what it's like when that ghost's inside you. Do you feel anything? Have any control?
I feel everything. Don't have any control over what I do or say, though. Why do you ask?
Because I wonder what it would have been like to dance with you. Just you.
Me gustaría hacer lo mismo que hizo él. Geralt no hace estas cosas, tío. Pero me gustaría verlo bailar, a ver si baila.
Probably I'd have done what he did. Still like to.
Then why don't you? Well, answer me.
Thing is, normal folk don't act like Vladimir von Everec.
Because they are churls.
Don't be too hard on him. All in all, he's actually rather fun.
Ha! See that? I'm fun. And you've got a pike so far up your arse, you can't wear hats.
Happened to see the man who announced your song?
Yes, he acted as though he knew me, but we've never met. I was surprised.
Es verdad, es el que nos dejó la marca, tío.
Gaunter O'Dim.
Pensaba que era un
Master
skin
Mirror.
igual.
Wonder what he's doing here.
Then perhaps you should just ask him.
Yeah, he didn't show up without a reason. Need to talk to him.
Consider that he might have simply been nearby and dropped in on a whim.
Promise you this much. He never does anything simply. And certainly not on a whim.
I was to make merry, carouse. Yet here I've stood the last 5 minutes, listening to you talk. I'm going back in.
Better. Come, Shawnee. The night beckons us not to jabber it away.
Participa en las actividades. No, no quiero más participar más. Habla con el señor espejo. Vale, ¿dónde está el señor espejo? Paso de jueguecitos de bodas.
But gingerbread's naught but flour, honey, eggs and spices.
I beg to differ, madame. You omit the most important ingredient in gingerbread. Time.
What sort of balderdash is he feeding them?
Quiet. If you listen, you'll learn.
Time? What do you mean, time? An ingredient?
Time gives the proper consistency. Time provides that ideal crunch on the outside, the delicious moistness within.
So how much of this time does it take?
That you will not find in any recipe. You must surrender to your senses. Let them lead you so close to time, you touch it. Let you sniff it, stroke it even. Time. Time is the key. Greetings, Shawnee. I must introduce myself. Gaunter O'Dim. My, what a lovely dress. The color suits you exquisitely.
Thanks. I've heard a lot about you, but no one mentioned cooking. Seem to know quite a bit about gingerbread.
Quite simply, I know a lot about everything.
Is that so? What do you know about me?
That you were ever the worst brother, that you envied Olgierd from your earliest days, and always wished to be just like him.
Wait, you can see me? That is, me, Vladimir von Everec?
Of course. Why ever wouldn't I?
Because I'm in Geralt's body. the Witchers, and...
Just who would I be if the true nature of things remained hidden from me? Someone like you, meaning no one.
I wouldn't want to get blood on my damsel's dress, but insult me once more and...
You shan't touch me. I know you'd very much like to act like your brother in this situation, demonstrate how manly you are, but let's be honest, nothing will come of it. You're simply not him, no matter how much you wish you were.
I came here to revel, enjoy myself, not to discuss my brother.
That's good. Olgierd probably wouldn't want me to talk to you about him.
Olgierd was my brother and my friend. Never have there been more loyal comrades than us.
The question is, were you as dear to him as he seems to have been to you?
He made a hero of me in death. In my last battle, in truth, I was far from valiant. 5 came at me. I'll not deny it, I fled. I hid in a cellar, yet they found me, cornered me like a rat. But Olgierd told everyone I flew at all 5, took them on all at once, alone.
I'm rather curious how you know all this.
Olgierd visits my grave, often, pours a drink for me, gets soused himself, and talks of the old times. He cannot see me, but I hear his every word.
Well, perhaps one day he'll say something very surprising.
What are you getting at?
I shan't disturb you any longer. Have a splendid time, for time is short.
Shani, I'm sorry,
It's all right. That was... Oh, forget him. We're here to enjoy ourselves, right? Let's go. The night's still young.
All lies, not a word of truth.
Don't let it bother you.
Participa en las actividades de la boda hasta medianoche. No me jodas, tío, que no quiero, en serio.
Go. I believe you. And now revel on. Time
Joder. Tengo que hablar con esta mujer, ya verás.
Sickly you look to me.
O con Shani. ¿Ah, tengo que hablar con Shani? No me deja.
What a wonderful wedding. It's clear the newlyweds
No,
parents.
aquí hay un circulito de fuego, pero no... Ah, vale, el superior. ¿Dónde están las escaleras? No veo escaleras.
Perfect weather to sit by a fire.
Look there, Shani. The ladder begs us to scamper to its top, where we can converse.
Then let us scamp.
But how so? Just like that?
There aren't that many ways to scale a ladder.
¿Qué hay que hacer aquí? Aquí no hay nada, tío.
Yes? What a wonderful wedding. It's clear the newlyweds parents were...
No sé qué hay que hacer aquí. No veo nada, tío, pero quiero seguir con la historia, no quiero jueguecitos.
Ugorov.
Your health, Sir Dwarves. May your beards grow long, but never tangle round your ankles.
To the young lover.
Oh, no, mierda, tío, no te emborraches, por favor. Esto me recuerda al 2, tío, al de Witcher 2. Menuda locura. A ver, tío, tío, no sé qué tengo que hacer. No veo... Voy a los puntitos, pero no pasa nada. ¡Ah, mira, mira, mira! Ah, vale, ya está, era bailar, ok.
By the way you move, what charm, what grace.
Thanks.
Vale, aquí es la parte de arriba que no sé qué cojones, no he encontrado nada. A ver, vamos a hacer otro jueguecito, a ver si se acaba pronto esto. Ya es de noche, tío, ya tiene que ser medianoche.
My first Witcher contract. Done. Fire Eater found. His ass saved. If I could live again, I'd be a Witcher for damn certain. Of all these flowers, you, my dear, are the loveliest.
Believe the young man's mistaken me for another.
Not at all. I like my women as I like my peaches. Fuzzy and well
A ver,
ripe.
tío, aquí arriba hay algo, pero no lo he encontrado.
Look there, Shani. The ladder begs us to scamper to its top, where we can converse.
Then let us speak.
But how so? Just like that?
There
Vaca.
aren't that many ways.
A ver, aquí hay algo, pero no veo nada. ¿Qué hay que hacer aquí? Ah, coño. Sentarme en el cojín, vale.
You must have a... What do you want?
Si me deja, claro. Shani, quítate de aquí. Ahora.
Let's sit. Come now.
Just like that.
I'm all ears. What would you have us talk about? I'm sorry, converse about.
Well, when it comes right down to it,
Yes?
you see, the thing is,
Come now, spit it out. Yes, just as I thought.
Venga, sí, vamos, por favor.
It's time we return.
Las 10 de la noche, ¿no? Vale, quedan 2 horas.
what's just as you thought? I find you
Venga, va, que
intimidating.
pase rapidito. Ah, hostia, qué tonto soy.
Cows only ever give a little.
Podría hacer
I've
un...
only ever
Podría
dealt
meditar,
with
¿no?
simple maidens,
Ah, no me deja, qué cabrón.
Whereas you're
Vale.
a surgeon.
Pues nada,
I
oye.
believe I was right
A ver, ¿qué hay que
not to
hacer
just
aquí?
take you and, well, I was right to take the more romantic approach.
Drink with us!
I never say no to a lady, to your fair beauty, and to yours.
Vale, solo me quedan 3.
Your elfin happiness! Fortune smile upon you, White Wolf!
Mildred's lives down the hill. This shows.
Nice guess. Alderman, but gone rogue.
Them's the ones. Damned cockanapes are everywhere.
Ah!
What good's Joss's keep to them? Took it as punishment. Mrs. Joss had
Aquí.
2 sacks of grain. Joss came over and tossed the sacks on the ground and hauled them to the woods. Got them.
Venga, va, me quedan 3 circulitos de eso, a ver. Oh, jugar a las cartas, ya verás.
Perhaps you'd care to sit down to some Gwent with us.
Most certainly would. You needn't ask twice, midget.
No need for insults.
It's no insult. It's the truth. He's a midget.
Like I said, that's an insult.
Would you call your chum a giant?
Shut up. You playing or not?
Let us play, gentlefolk.
What's your wager?
Everything. The whole lot. I'm all in.
I never knew you to be such a gambler.
You shall see many new sides of me this night, my dear. Many large sides.
Normally we play that the loser's got to wear the ass ears.
I needn't care. I shan't lose.
Venga, va. Hostia, no he visto qué hace la vaca, tío. La carta esa que he pillado. Vale, a ver. Esta fuera. Joder, me toca otra. Fuera también. Vale. Mira, te voy a regalar esta, va. ¡Qué cabrón! sé qué hacer. Joder puta, me está copiando el cabrón. Ya tienen más cartas que yo. No sé si ir por esta ronda y ganarla. A ver qué tira. Un 8. Hostias. Hostias, no me gusta nada lo que está pasando, ¿eh? Pero nada de nada. Nada de nada. ¿Pasas? Hijo de puta. Vale. Vale, bien. Lo que pasa es que tiene 2 cartas más que yo, tío. Bueno, me ha gustado esa. ¿Para qué tiras eso, tío? ¿Por qué está tirando esas cosas? ¿No tiene cartas mejores o qué? Me está dejando flipadísimo, tío, ahora mismo. No sé qué está haciendo con su vida. A ver si le gano la segunda a esta y se acabó la historia. Me voy a arriesgar un poquillo, ¿eh? Voy a ir a por todas, tío. Vale, creo que le he ganado ya, pero de sobra. Ah. sé qué hacer. Creo que le he ganado ya. Vale, creo que no le quedan cartas. Uf, menos mal. Tu rival ha pasado, vale. Pues te he ganado, chico. 2-0. Me ha hecho dudar, tío, pero bastante.
Your tits up, mate. Slap those asses' ears on your ass's noggin.
Oh, such a shame. I'd already pictured you in those ears. Quite the interesting picture, too.
I know of other ways to look interesting. I could show you.
I'll think about it.
Time to drink! We are at a wedding!
Aye, let's drink. My time's as short as you are, friends.
To the Witcher and his betrothed.
Hear that, Shani? My betrothed. Know what that means?
No. What?
It means we should act as befits the betrothed.
And what's that mean?
I woo you, you resist. But it all ends as everyone knows it must. Ah, the merriment. Good show indeed. Let's continue the ball.
Vale, solo me quedan dos, tío. Vamos a acabar con esto ya, por favor.
Next diversion.
¿Qué hay que hacer aquí? ¿Pescar o qué?
Seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot.
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, case she can't find a privy.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. I'm at a dance now with one foot bared. 'Tis a wedding. I've got to wear slippers.
Oh, look, dearie, I did. Tain't there. Muck must have sucked it deep in.
Well, poke your paws in there. Rut for it. Rubbish game.
What's all this, then?
They're playing slip in for a slipper. Never heard of it?
Never. Us gentry folk have other diversions. What's the object?
Maid tosses a shoe in the water. A man's got to dive in and fish it out. Oh my.
Oh, there's more to come.
¿Qué hace? Mamear, no jodas.
Prime game. Shawnee, your slipper. I shall prove I dive to any depth for you.
Se ha puesto en pelotas el cabrón. Ah, no.
Observe, Shawnee.
My eyes are glued.
Venga, vamos, va.
He talks a big talk. Let's see how big his stroke is.
Zapato perdido. Este no es el mío, ¿no? ¿O es el de la otra chica o es el de Sunny? Joder, cuántos zapatos, ¿no? Mira, hay más, tío. Venga, vámonos, va. No sé si echar un vistacillo por si hay otro, tío. No. No, no tiene pinta.
Damn mucky, that pond. Sank in up to my armpits.
I see no amount of silt could keep you from my shoe. And all the other shoes overtossed in the lake.
Always better to do a bit more and even gain naught by it than to do too little and face regret.
Oh, that's quite the theory.
One founded in practice. For instance, I can now approach the owner of any of these slippers, and she will lift up her skirt and bend over. To don it, of course.
Ah, so generous. And clever.
Just figuring that out? I believe I've earned a kiss.
Well, find the owners of those shoes. One might agree.
Don't be jealous, Shani. That was but a jest. I don't give a piffle about the others. Oh well. Recognize this, Cinderella?
My shoe?
Now extend your supple leg and let me slide it in. That is, on.
Thank you.
Estará todo mojado, ¿no? ¿O qué? Vale, tío, por fin. Solo me queda una.
Nothing like a good swim.
Ver al granero para la ceremonia del gorro. Y falta un minuto para las 12 de la noche. Esto se acaba.
I'll leave you for a moment. As a bridesmaid, I need to be by the bride for the capping.
Go on, Shani. I'll manage fine alone. Ladies and gentlemen, this night I've tasted of life's delights so fiercely, I've decided to make a speech.
Geralt, there's no need.
No need? Why, there's every need. Till now, I'd always considered peasant jollities unworthy of a gentleman. For tell me, who among you would rub shoulders with swineherds if born a noble? I delighted in the beauty of buxom farm wenches, of course, and indeed still do. Given more time, I'd prove this to each and every maiden here. Farmhands are a different story. Never took any note of them. Had one or two groom my mounts. They did this well, but were never worthy of conversation. Nay, not even if you paid me. For one must live by certain principles, am I right? But this day has changed all. Beneath the muck and dung, a peasant is a man. I understand this, thanks to you. You've still shite all to talk about, but I don't mind anymore. For this, I thank you, and say, you are well loved.
It's almost midnight. Time for the capping.
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh, yes, you are. All the maids join in the capping.
You're a maid too, Shani.
The midnight chime has struck. The capping times are come. What thoughts in young hearts prance? What dreams make young blood run? Be they nice, be they vice, of jesterly or lordly stance, out they'll come in this hour's dance.
Toast the lovely couple, then give them a few weeks, and we'll toast their lovely bear with its pale and puffy cheeks. Don't you mind our song? We don't sing to be unkind. We sing so we can empty yet another shrine. Brides won't hold eternal, bridegroom best beware, or she'll make you a cuckold in the coming year. What's the groom a thinking? A storm upon his brow must be said.
Garland, garland, garland,
cow. You get the cow, laugh the bull, the calf, the hay. So drink and be merry.
Bueno.
As our tradition holds, whoever caught the garland shall be next to wed.
¿Qué hace, tío? Hijo puta, está zumbado el cabrón.
That really necessary?
It came rushing back in a torrent. How we caroused at Olgierd's wedding. I couldn't resist. Had to pen a few words. Will you give him the letter?
I will.
Thanks. You're a good chap, Witcher. Dull as dirt, but good.
No te vayas, idiota.
A lovely custom. Blushing maids, twirling in dance. Their hair swirling freely, their bodices undone. They're bouncing.
Will you stop?
Did you see it? Shani caught the garland. She'll be next to marry as peasant superstition has it.
Maybe. Doesn't matter. It's past midnight. Time for you to go back to the crypt.
I can't. I'm not finished here.
Is Vladimir's ghost gone?
You see? She asks after me. Misses me already.
I'm here, my ever-loving tulip. That kiss as we danced made my head so light. A team of hellish stallions could not tear me away before I receive one more. Or two more. Or as many as you'll give.
You seem to have enjoyed yourself. I'm glad.
A kiss. I knew it would end this way. An end that is but a beginning.
No, it's just an end. It's after midnight. Your time has come.
Ah, we needn't fret such trifles. Death's not come to claw me back, so why not continue our revels?
What's Geralt think about that? You gave your word.
Shani, darling, I'm dead. Can't expect too much from a corpse.
Vladimir von Everec, go back whence you came. Please.
Stay out of this.
Stop! I beg you! Stop!
Get ye hence, or I'll take you with me, and your mouldy crypt will look like paradise in comparison. The choice is yours.
Don't torture him.
I promise he'll not die.
¿Quién será este tío, macho?
Gods, what is this?
What did you do to him?
Sent him back whence he came.
I hope you didn't hurt him.
I disposed of a pest. There was no need for you to suffer his cheek any longer. Geralt had finished his task, you see, so...
Yes, I know. As soon as he finishes one task, he needs to rush off to the next.
Who knows? Perhaps this time will be different. I saw you looking at each other, and it just so happens I also know the history you share.
You do? How?
Shani, darling, would you ask an eagle how it knows how to fly? Regardless, what matters is Vladimir von Everec will bother you no more.
Venga, vamos a quedarnos, Shani.
I'd like to stay longer, but...
Don't make excuses, Geralt. I'm not angry. A witcher has to ply his trade. Follow his path.
Pero vamos a quedar, ¿no? ¿O qué?
As for me, well... Perhaps I expected too much of this wedding. Got the wrong impression.
Not sure I understand.
Never mind. I should find Aldona. I am her bridesmaid, after all.
Ah, there it is. The face of a man who's failed to understand a woman.
You understand her?
Of course. Women are simple. The problem is that men are hopeless fools. Your friend will now make a show of being hurt. Pick her some flowers, or bring her a drink. She'll get over it in a snap.
Rather manage without your advice, thank you.
She cares for you. You have feelings for her. Don't overthink it. Surrender to spontaneous honesty. Nothing more beautiful in human relationships. You needn't end like Aldona and Jonas. Besotted fools bound by a contract they'll never escape. Seize the night. Seize your chance. Enjoy one another. That's it. Have fun.
Vale, vamos a ver. La fiesta del hombre muerto. Seguimiento de misión. A ver, ¿qué tengo aquí? Lee la entrada del personaje de Sunny en el diario para descubrir que puede levantarle el ánimo. Usa tu sentido de brujo para encontrar algo que anime a Sunny. Vale, pero esto ya es como que secundario, ¿no? Lo de Sunny. Ah, vale, no, es principal. Ah, no, secundaria, vale, vale. Y la principal ya sería informar a Olgier, vale. Bueno, pues ya como llevo una horita casi, vamos a hacer la secundaria y la acabamos. ¿Dónde está Sunny? ¿Esto está por orden alfabético o cómo va esto? Aquí, Sunny. Hostia, ¿en serio tengo que leerme todo esto? A ver, Sunny. Voy a leer en silencio, ¿eh? Pues no pone nada que le haga... No sé. No pone absolutamente nada. Usa tu sentido de brujo para encontrar algo que anime a Sunny. Vale, que me lo tengo que inventar, ¿no? Por lo que veo. ¿Vino? ¿Esto qué es?
Good mead ought to lift her spirits. A sip of something strong never hurt anyone. Question is, will it cheer her up?
Cógelo todo.
Here's hoping Shawnee's a happy drunk.
Dale alcohol a Sunny. Hostias. No me quiero equivocar, tío. Misión actualizada, una medianoche despejada. ¿Qué cojones? Vale. ¿Dónde está Sunny, tío?
Still here? Thought you had to meet Olgierd.
You and I see each other so rarely. Figured Olgierd could wait till morning. Brought you some mead. Best medicine for a troubled soul.
Querrás rosas, tío, no hidromiel, no me jodas, Geralt.
Thanks.
Wedding's still in full swing, but your face, I'd say you were at a funeral. Why so sad?
Sad? Not really. It's just... After I caught the garland, I realized something. The years are flying by, yet all I ever do is study, pump stomachs, and reattach limbs. All alone.
Me tienes a mí, dice.
You got me.
For how long? A day? 2? Don't get me wrong. It's nice, but you come and go. Yet I need someone who'll be there every night when I come home. After a day of bandaging wounds and sewing up guts, I need a good glass and a good laugh with someone who'll help me forget it all for a moment.
I get it. And yeah, could never be there for you every day. But I am happy to see you always. And today, I'm all yours.
Well, in that case, let's drink to tonight.
To tonight. May the moment last.
I'm afraid the drink's gotten to our minstrels. Horribly off-key.
Let's go for a walk.
Good idea.
Bueno, se le ha quitado el enfado, ¿no? Al menos. No sé si tenía que coger eso, pero... parece que ha salido bien. A ver si hay sexo al final con Shani.
Did you enjoy the wedding?
Not half bad. Might have even enjoyed myself if I hadn't had to argue with a madman's ghost, be his puppet. Gotta admit, though, thanks to him, I did experience a lot of things I might have missed otherwise.
Mean chasing a dog through the woods, or brawling, fence board in hand?
Forgetting something. There was also a kiss.
True. Though that was so clearly Vladimir. I nearly forgot you were involved at all.
His will, sure, but my body felt everything. Reminded me of the old times.
Vizima, you mean? Oh, I thought you'd forgotten our whole Catriona story.
Epidemics long forgotten, sure. But the romantic bits in that adventure? Don't plan to forget those.
You needn't worry about our finances, sir. My workshop, business is booming.
Good. I'm relieved to hear it. See, coin's tied to Torrent, but don't tell the old battle-axe. She'd be furious if she learned to let it slip.
Never you worry, sir. My lips are sealed as the grave. Us menfolk need to stick together.
Sir. Enough of that. I'm Vassy. But you can call me Dar.
Oh, thank you, Dar. I feel honoured. Let's drink on it.
Seems the families are bonding.
A bride's father and his son-in-law? Stiff at first, but add drink and they bond or slap each other silly.
I was afraid the wedding wouldn't happen at all.
Mean the differences in wealth?
Mm-hmm. Jonas's family didn't consider Aldona worthy.
Clear they love each other, though. Parents usually give in if that's the case.
Oh, I don't know. My mother would never accept an unfit beau, even if I insisted I loved him, had chosen him.
What kind of beau's unfit?
So far, every kind.
You only ever bring home fiddlers, jugglers, and witchers?
No, but she'd want me to choose someone wealthy, or with a good trade, well brought up.
Nothing wrong with that, is there?
I guess not, but it's hard to find one like that who's still even slightly amusing.
That's probably true.
Tell that to my mother. She actually thinks I should have found a husband at the academy. But I didn't. Ugh. I'm certain she thinks there's something horribly wrong with me.
Oh, please, Shani. It's the 13th century. Women don't go to the academy to find a husband. They go to learn, pursue their passion. You did that. I'm sure your mother appreciates it. You got a doctorate, have your own practice, been at the front lines many times. You're a good person. Not a thing wrong with you.
Really think so?
Really. Look, the brave brothers.
Drank themselves stiff as the boards they tore from the fence.
Wonder where the sister is. Couldn't protect her from a cheeky 4-year-old in their condition.
If they hadn't intervened, you'd have gone for a tumble in the hay with her. She was willing, if you ask me.
Venga, va, vamos,
I
Geralt.
wasn't in the mood. Would have resisted, tried to regain control.
I think you would have seized the opportunity.
I don't need opportunities like that.
Changed your style.
Let's say I've grown choosy.
You say that as if you've already picked.
'Cause I have. Guess who?
Vamos, Geralt.
Oh, gorgeous.
Been thinking about that kiss.
What kiss?
The one Vladimir planted on your lips, with my lips. Just wondering if it would have felt any different without him there.
That I cannot tell you.
Only one way to find out.
So, how'd it compare?
Definitely rather kiss you alone, of my own free will. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe Vladimir was after more than a kiss. Said so openly, in fact.
All true. He was very direct, I'll give him that. Which, on occasion, has its advantages.
You're right. Can save a lot of time.
So, how do you stand today, Geralt? Have some time to waste with me? Or would you rather go back now?
Sigamos, sigamos.
Promised you this night. Aim to keep my word. And I aim to be direct. Even more so than Vladimir.
Sounds interesting.
Interesting is what interesting does.
Rats. Pier's taken.
Got a feeling it's about to free up.
How did you know?
I'm clairvoyant.
Practically full.
Be ashamed to let it go to waste.
Besides, we leave it here, a very drunk person could find it, drink themselves into even more trouble. And I swore a solemn oath. First of all, do no harm.
You're the medic. Recommendation? Hey, leave some for me.
We need to drink fast, before they catch us. Come on, let's hide.
¿Sexo en la barca? Venga, vamos.
Row me to the moon.
Gotta fly to get to the moon.
You're dead wrong. Look, it's right there, in the middle of the lake. What are you doing?
What one usually does on the moon.
Hombre, Sunny, para eso hemos venido, ¿no? ¿O qué? Si te vieran Jennifer y Trish. ¡Cojones!
Sorry.
Was it that bad? Or have you developed an allergy for me?
I had too much to drink.
Ah, ¿qué hubiese pasado si no hubiese bebido la botella, tío?
Awake already?
For a while now. Did you know you've gained 27 new scars since we last saw each other?
Keeping count?
Mm-hmm. I do that sometimes.
Did we make it to the moon?
Forgotten already?
No, not the sort of thing you forget.
Exactly.
Sound like you wish you could.
No, I certainly won't forget that. And I definitely don't regret it. But I do need to sort it all out in my head. Alone.
Shani, wait. Before you go, need to ask you a favor.
Yes?
It's about Olgierd. Seems a mysterious man. Can't escape the impression his story's more complicated than I thought. Could you look into it? See if you can learn something?
Sure. Be glad to.
Thanks. Be seeing you.
Yes. See you later, Geralt.
Vale. Pues se acabó la boda, oye. Sigamos ya por lo que hemos venido aquí. Aunque bueno, la hora que es ya, 1 hora y 10 minutos casi de juego. Tenemos que ir a informar a Olgierd. A ver qué tenemos por aquí. Vale, informar a Olgierd y punto. Y ya está. Pues nada, pues lo dejamos aquí. Y ya, a ver, en principio está todo hecho lo que teníamos que hacer. A ver qué nos pide Olgierd ahora, o a ver cómo sigue la historia principal. Supongo que habrá que hacer algo con los Ophiri, porque hemos matado a su príncipe. Digo yo que algo habrá que hacer. ¿O fue algo espontáneo? Bueno, nos vemos. Hasta luego.